If you're like me, it's likely an annual tradition. You grab those plastic Easter eggs and fill them with treats and candy for the big hunt, right? Well, this Easter, try some creative twist with the classic plastic Easter egg. From DIY crafts to fun games, these simple eggs are a perfect base for a lot of holiday fun. Jensen is here to share a basket full of egg activities you can do with your kids or grandkids. Megan, you are so clever. These are so fun, and we have some really fun ideas here. I love how creative they are.
Thank you. Yes, I am here for all of the crafts, games, activities, anything to give these plastic Easter eggs a second life and give us something to do with them rather than trip over them for the next month. They're like scattered throughout my house.
They feel like they're all over the house. Let's start with the crafts, yeah?
Let's do it.
Okay,
yes.
What's first up?
These cute little spring friends. They're so fun. And the nice thing is you really don't need anything more than the plastic Easter egg.
Yeah.
And we're actually going to utilize the like holes that are already in the tops and bottoms of your Easter eggs.
Yeah.
So you really don't even need like much adhesive for these cute little friends over here. And for this one in particular, you're just going to use the bottom half of the Easter eggs. Let me just show you how to get it started, because once you get it started, it's so easy to take it from there. But you take the bottom half and you take 2 pipe cleaners, you string it through, and then you're just going to like twist it to secure it.
Okay.
And then from there, you just keep stacking them till you have your caterpillar.
Right, okay. And then we've got, and you said it's all the bottom ones.
Yep, all the bottom pieces.
And then is this the top one at the end?
Then you secure it, yep, at the end, you're gonna take whatever color you want and secure it.
Oh my goodness, how darling is that?
They're
and
so fun.
Like movable.
It moves
like
and
you
it
can play with
stays.
that.
Yeah, they stay together, and it can even be a little bit of a pattern activity for your children. They can like, you know, keep the pattern going.
Look at us teaching our kids while having fun. We love that so much.
Fun.
And then the cute bunnies, you also just have to see there is a cute little tail on the back, because that is so darling. That is, I love the little detail there.
And again, other than the tail, I didn't use any adhesive. I just used the pipe cleaners for the ears.
What about for the eyes?
Those ones, you can get some that have adhesive on them. If not, you could even just draw them on, like that little guy on the end. It's just drawn on with a permanent marker.
Okay.
So fun.
So much fun.
Little addition. And there's even like a little chick you could do. So many options.
Okay, now this darling little flower vase.
Yes.
What did you do here?
Okay, there's a few different directions you can go with this activity, but the main thing is just creating this little base. And I kind of turned it into a sensory activity for my kids. So I made a little chocolate Play-Doh that is not edible, but it looks
you
like
guys,
dirt.
I smelled it and it smells like cocoa powder. So of course I was like, did the kids try to eat it?
They did, and it did not taste good. It has so much salt in it. It's
it smells so good though.
It smells so good, but it's just your regular Play-Doh recipe, but I took half of the flour and replaced it with cocoa powder to make it this nice, rich,
so it's going to smell really nice, but don't eat it.
Yes, but you could even take your kids on a nature walk and have them fill it with actual soil.
That's a good idea.
If you do that, make sure you first fill those holes with some hot glue.
Okay.
And you could just have them plant some wildflowers they pick, or you could even have them plant a seed in real soil and see if they can grow something. So there's a few ways you can take the activity, and actually making the base is so easy. You just take your egg, of course, split it. And I did use hot glue for this one.
Okay, just a little bit.
Just a little, and you're just gonna add a dot. I'm gonna let you go ahead and do it, but the main thing is—
I love a good craft. So does my daughter.
Yes, that's perfect. Your short end of the egg is gonna be the bottom. That's gonna secure it. So you want the bigger one to be filled.
All right, so I'm gonna hold that for just a minute.
Yep. And then
beautiful. Look how cute
fill it with your soil, or in our case, your Play-Doh.
And you filled it with the Play-Doh.
Yes, and then I just got these fake flowers from the dollar store so that they can sit there and have it be a Play-Doh activity. They can pretend that it's their flower shop. It's a little pretend play activity. There's a lot of different routes you can go, and let them be little florists for a minute.
Okay, that's darling. Okay, so many options there.
So many ways
good.
You can
All right,
take it.
Games. You've got games for us too.
Yes, the games are so fun. This one is so simple, but if you didn't know already, whiteboard markers work on Easter eggs, and then it erases so easily. So you can, draw on them, and then, I don't know if you can see that. Green was a bad color to pick. Let me do a little bit of a darker one. So you could play Pictionary. There's my bad flower, but you could draw your little flower, and then it comes right off. Oh. Just erases right off there.
That's fun, and they can just play around with Easter designs.
You just draw.
Just draw.
Whatever they want.
So much fun.
So fun, and then yes, it's in my little flower pot holding it. And then another fun game. Okay, this one your older kids are gonna be like, really, are we doing this? Your younger kids are gonna think it's so fun, but as soon as you put like a prize, your older kids, mark my word, they're gonna get into it.
Yeah, incentive changes everything.
Yes. This is just a stacking game. It's kind of minute to win it style.
Okay.
I'm gonna move these so we have a little bit of space.
Okay.
And we're gonna have a timer. For time's sake, we're just gonna do 20 seconds.
Okay.
Stack them as high as you can. The last one, when the time's up, the tallest tower wins. So
Okay.
you want to, speed is the game. You want to go as fast as you can, but also it's got to be standing. So
All right,
ready?
I'm pretty competitive, so we're definitely doing this.
On your mark, get set, go.
Go. Okay. Let me move mine up just so you can see.
Really, as fast as
wait,
you can.
okay.
And
There might be like technique here where you've got to stay with like either all the tops or all the bottoms.
And not
right?
knock them over.
And because they are like lightweight enough that you might be knocking them over. Okay. Or you just go like this, and if you're my kids, they're going to just ruin each other and
so
play the game.
Oh, and we are timed. And I got nowhere.
I also cheated, so we're okay.
For older kids, you can be like, okay, you have to keep a pattern going. So they're not only trying to go by speed, but they're
that's
like
fun.
trying to grab them.
I feel like if you call it a minute to win a game, I think all ages are
they're in
into
it.
it, and then the timer goes on, and then you just get competitive,
yes,
right?
Everybody does. Everybody's got a little bit of that competitiveness in them.
All right, and then also for learning, right? We kind of
Yes.
talked about the pattern play, but anything else?
Yeah, no, one thing that I've been doing that I really love is on both halves, you can write a number or you could do like a certain number of dots, and then it can be an addition game where they then have to fill it with that many of little candies or little beans or cereals or whatever it might be. You can also do letters on it and have it be like a sight word or a letter review. There's a lot of different routes you can take for it to be a learning aid as well.
That is so fun. So many creative ideas. And as you were thinking, I'm like, oh, that also made me think of like you draw a picture and a shape and put it together and the letters and like,
Yes.
oh, you had something in there.
That's another one though. This one's really fun too. It's an auditory like matching game. I should have warned you.
Oh my gosh, I just made
this
this
one
video.
is right
Yes,
here.
I'm
No,
sorry,
it's perfect. So they're filled with different items. This one,
Okay.
you might want to seal because clearly it opens really easily. but
Clearly,
that's
if you are
totally
Courtney,
fine.
you will be opening and shaking things and playing around.
That one was filled with little grains of rice, but then it becomes a matching game. So they have to listen like, okay, does this
Oh my
match
gosh,
this? Like,
love it.
they don't match.
Oh,
so
okay.
sky's the limit. So many fun
All right,
activities.
well, don't mess this up, but these are so fun. Thank you for all the ideas. Where can people follow along for more?
Come say hi on Instagram, Megan Hill Jensen. We're doing all sorts of fun things. Some are a little messy, but we have fun.
Okay, I'm gonna grab the vacuum in a few. Thank you so much for being here.
Totally.